bright.
It's so bright.
Holy cannoli, is it bright?
It's because I just had my hair done. Oh, I'm bright.
Holy cannoli, is it?
Every time.
Oh man! All right.
I never turn my sound off. That is wow.
Right. Let's turn. Can we turn that down a little bit?
I'll try.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I have a little remote.
We've lost the remote. This has been so long.
We're out of practice. Hold on.
There's a remote for the light that's going to lower it down a little bit. So
maybe
just bear with us.
The lowest setting though.
It's been so long since we've done these watch parties, these Grimm up all nights. Wait, she found the remote. Okay.
Right,
it's probably in the exact place that we left it because things don't change. There we go.
Okay. Hi, Ghostly Russ.
Ghostly Russ.
Ghosty Russ.
Ghosty.
Ghosty Russ.
I like ghostly.
Russ.
Ghost Russ.
We love you too.
Boo chickens.
I think, is that a little bit better with the lighting?
It is a lot better.
Gosh,
it is a lot better.
Right. Yeah, I just had my hair done yesterday, so. And that's also why I'm not wearing ears, because my scalp is a little tender. Thank you, Sarah. Hi, honey.
Happy Halloween, Sarah. Well, okay.
Hi, guys. Was that really loud?
We have a lot
I feel like I'm really high-pitched.
of catching up to do. First and foremost, can you guys hear us okay? Can you see us okay? Is the audio, is the video good? Please let us know real quick before we go any further. It's been a while.
Hello.
Right. Yes. Perfect.
Yay. Okay.
All right. Do you remember how we do this? We got a lot of news, but before we do that, it's been so long. Some of you guys are new. Some of you guys have been here for a while. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I remember how to do it. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Grimm All Night.
Hey.
Basically, if you're old enough to remember USA Up All Night, hosted by Gilbert Godfrey, or Rhonda Shear. Dan, the breaking news man, thank you. Merry Christmas. We play movies very similar to that. A lot of times, well, in the very beginning, we played worse movies. Now we play pretty darn good movies because we kind of perfected it over...
Long-time listener?
Over a time. Caller. There you go.
Yeah, I like that. Hello, Sydney.
This is kind of cool.
It's been a while. I'm a little dizzy because I haven't done this in so long that I'm looking between two screens. He's got a screen and I've got a screen. And you know, maybe it's because mine's so bright. I'm gonna turn that one down and see if it does that help? I think that helps.
I could be wrong. But
oh, no, I can't
when we're setting this up, I think the very last time that we did a Grimm Up All Night was September 3rd.
Hot nerd, hi honey.
I mean, it's been Hot Nerd. Thank you. Goes to Tennessee. Thank you very much. Happy Halloween. Happy holidays. If I'm not mistaken, it was September 3rd.
Happy horror.
It's been a while. We have been traveling a lot. We've been living pretty much on the road and home, on the road and back and forth.
Hi,
so thank you for being here. Bob Roma, Rach, how you doing? Peter Crawford, happy Halloween to you both. Here's why this is special, that Grimm Up All Night is coming back. Because a couple years ago...
Sorry, I choke on chips.
A couple years ago, when we had the idea to do this Up All Night watch party kind of thing, it was at the start of the pandemic where everybody was...
And it was the holidays.
At home. Yeah. And it was right around the holidays, like you just said. And everybody was making these weird videos on... Where can I go find toilet paper? Let's go track down food. Thank you, Ghostly Russ again. Hello, Tennessee. And we were like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just stay home. We're going to be watching movies late at night. Let's invite you guys. And that's how Grimm Up All Night began. Was just sitting at home, bored, entertaining ourselves, and let's entertain ourselves together.
Missing a little bit of human interaction, right?
Ryan.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you, Ryan.
Meyer. Right Meyer.
I'm going to say Right Meyer.
So the holiday season is coming back. It's like 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
And we are back as well.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, in 2023, we are doing a lot of traveling, but I promise we are going to be doing a lot more of these Grimm Up All Nights, especially throughout the month of December and pretty much the month of January. So get yourself ready. Tonight's movie is a holiday tale known as Better Watch Out.
I like this one.
It's a fun one. It's a fun
Hi,
one.
Valerie. Thank you, dear.
Now, Valerie, thank you very much. Now, there's 363 people in here.
Yinzer.
Here's how this works. Well, first off, let me ask you, who here is this their very first Grimm Up All Night watch party? Where
Very
are all the
first
Grimm Up All Night
ever.
virgins? Paul Thorne.
Paul,
Thank you,
aw.
Thompson. Paul Thompson, thank you very much.
Sweetheart. Hi, Paul. Thank
Winter
you.
Mute says first time. There's a lot of me's here.
Me.
I've recognized some of these names from the very beginning, and there's a lot of new names. Hi, Bob Roma. How you doing, Jamaica Pitts? You've been around for a while.
43rd, she says.
Man, Dustin Fraser. How you doing again? Artie Marin. Second time. Shannon. Well, hello to you too, Shannon. Jessica, I want you to crunch those leaves.
It's much needed. Knife the haters.
Knife the haters. We always hate that. We're always
fun bun.
Yeah. Thank you, Shannon. And
thank you so much,
Michelle.
And that's kind of an inside.
We miss you guys.
Not joke, but an inside thing. Something I had posted on my Instagram stories about somebody calling me a child because I was crunching leaves and said I should be chastised as a child and calling me a child and stuff like that. And you know what? We're just gonna continue to crunch leaves together.
Yep.
That's just what we're gonna do. Yeah.
David Walker, thank you,
David.
All right. Back to those who are joining us for the very first time. We do watch parties a little bit differently than most people. Bloody Disgusting and a bunch of other folks, whenever they have new movies coming out, they do these Twitter watch parties where you watch the movie and you can follow along on tweets. Kind of similar, but we make it more personable here this way. Now, tonight's movie, Better Watch Out. It's a good one, and it is free, 100% free, like every single one of our videos.
I'm kneading you like a cat.
Thank you, Ryan. You have two options. Well, three options, technically. Or 4, or 5. Basically, in order for tonight's watch party to work, thank you, Rich. I'm in England, so it won't let me watch the film. There's going to be ways. There might be ways, Rich. In order for tonight's watch party to work, you need 2 devices. One to watch the movie. We have the movie link. Some of you know where it's at. I'm going to point out where it's at. It's a free movie link. All you got to do is click on it, pull it up, cue it up, hit pause. Don't watch it just yet. Some of you, depending on where you are in the world, you might not be able to watch it. And I do apologize about that. We try to make things happen for everybody, but it doesn't always work that way. One screen for the movie. Another screen to hang out with us. No, we're not going to be mixing the two where you see us in the movie on the same screen.
No.
Copyright reasons. We get asked all the time. It's 100% because of copyright reasons. The second one being, some people don't want to watch the movie. Some people just want to hang out with us. Some people want to say, screw you, Grimms. I'm here for the free movie. More power to you. Whichever one you want to do. Basically, this is our way of hanging out with you and introducing you to a new movie.
5 screens. Wow, that's a lot.
You can do 5 screens?
You can. Technically, he's on a laptop. I'm on a tablet, and we're using our smart TV.
Technically, I'm on a couch.
Technically.
Now, the link to tonight's movie is in 2 places. One is in the description of the video that you're watching right now on YouTube. It's also pinned to the top or the bottom of the chat, depending on where your chat screen is.
Mine's on the top.
But it is there. If you own the movie, feel free to put it in. Hit pause.
Hello, Japan.
Do not watch the movie just yet. Hit pause. We're going to do a countdown in about 20 minutes, and then we're all going to watch it together, and we're just going to kind of hang out and have fun. Yeah, what we do.
Everyone's admiring my pumpkin skeleton.
From Target, and then you got the wings, which were to the dark crystal thing.
Thank you,
Great
dear.
guy, thank you. Now, in Grimm Up All Night tradition, we have
snacks.
We don't have snacks.
Hi, Australia. I didn't have any popcorn, guys. I got really disappointed. It was like 5 minutes before we were supposed to go live. And he was like, you better go get your popcorn ready. And I was like, I'm waiting.
We don't have popcorn.
I wanted to be fresh. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to go make my popcorn. And we didn't have any. Because we've only been home for a couple of days,
Mhm.
a week at the most. And you know, when you know that you're going to be gone for 2 months, you don't go grocery shopping and you forget what is and isn't there. Hi, New Zealand. So instead, no red vines either.
No.
I actually got these when we were at the store last time. They're just corn chips, but look, let me see if I can find a good one.
Aside from Monster Energy drink
They're trees.
and corn chips, we have been pretty good at eating healthier, cutting salt and sugar out of our diets and just kind of doing our thing. Especially when you're being on the road, it's harder, but it also has more energy. Not that we're like returning all like energy, whatever.
I have to watch my salt intake now because of my blood pressure, but I can have it a little bit.
Okay. Aside from snacks, we have some big news items for you. Big news items for you. 3 big news items. 4 big news items. I got this today, the other day, from our friends at Fearsome Figures.
Is that one of them? Put a finger down.
Put a finger down. Sometimes we do show and tell. Show and tell. Show and tell. So I'm going to show you this because I just got this in the mail from a good friend of mine, Nick, over at Fearsome Figures. I collect autographs, both Jessica and I do. And we're slightly obsessed with The Shining. So we got this. Woohoo! Woohoo! It's a pretty big one, too. It says, "Good evening, Mr. Torrance. What will it be, sir? Joseph Turk. Lloyd." Ta-da! Lloyd. So that's going on our wall as well. Yeah. All right. News. Some of you have... Oh, screw it. Our store is opening back up. December 12th.
Yeah.
So 12.
So 2 days.
12.
Hi, Stooges.
At noon. 12. Thank you, all the Stooges. Hi, Michael, Jessica, missed you guys. Can I see a sneak peek of the new merch? Haha. Yeah. LOL. And sneak peeks.
Liz says we met in Salem. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz. Liz, did you come to our the meet and greet in Salem at Die With Your Boots On? Yes.
So all the merch is the same. Nothing is new except for we're restocking the newer T-shirt.
Well, okay. So the new T-shirt, and we have new 8x10s from our wedding photos.
Oh, that's right.
We have new T-shirt designs that aren't done yet, but they're coming very, very soon. Everything else is in stock with new pictures. Debbie. And I don't know if you guys care, but we used to have our shop on a platform known as Big Cartel. Now it's on Shopify, which is awesome.
Yes, Ayatollah Rock-a-Rolla.
For a couple of different reasons. One, now we can share on social media. For some reason, Big Cartel wouldn't allow us to share it on Facebook and Instagram.
It's an ownership thing. I think that most of the social media platforms are owned by the same
Thank
companies
you,
now, and they really want you to go through their website, so they block other websites.
And the other thing being this, for some reason, every time that we tried to ship anything to like Australia, New Zealand, things like that.
I had some issues with Ireland, so I'm not sure if I can still ship to Ireland, but it will be automated here, so it should tell me.
Yeah, so every time that we would ship to them, they would ship them out, and then a couple weeks later, we get them back. For some reason, customs was denying them, so we were having issues, so we stopped shipping to certain parts of the world. Now with Shopify, as far as we can tell, we can ship everywhere. And it's going pretty good. It opens on noon on December 12th. So if you guys want something, everything's in stock. We got a lot of items and a lot of quantities, but things do sell out. We try to over order so things don't sell out. But if you really, really want something, make sure you get it on that day. And just a heads up.
I have a lot of quantities in, but I have a feeling that they will.
We do
sell
ship to
out
Canada.
again.
We ship everywhere.
Northern Ireland should be fine. I have shipped to Ireland before.
Here's the thing. If the 416 people who are watching right now, speaking to you guys,
hello,
and if you're watching this afterwards, if there seems to be any kind of issue with the ordering process, please let us know. We're going to keep an eye on it for like the first like 48 hours until we make sure everything's smooth. But because we moved everything, that was the big part of it. Making sure we had everything in all stocks, and then moving everything over to a new store, an e-commerce website. I think it'll all work fine. We spent a lot of time messing with it.
Hopefully there's not any hookups. Oh, the screensaver keeps kicking on to one of the solar system, and it's like all black.
So just keep an eye out for it. Just watch out for it.
I see a couple of questions about sizes in the shirts. We carry size small up to 5X.
Yes. And if you, so things are going to look a little bit different. If you go to Grimm Life Collective now, the website, the splash screen where it says we're coming soon, it looks completely different. We redesigned everything. The store looks a lot different. Very similar, but a lot different.
Someone just asked a really, really good question.
Yes.
If they order when the shirts are put out on the 12th, will they get them in time for Christmas? I cannot promise you that you will get them for Christmas because that's not up to us. We ship as soon as possible, but the holidays slow all mail way down. So even though when I look at your estimated timestamp, let's say it should get to you in 6 days, that's not a guarantee. That's just an estimation. But because it's a holiday season, I cannot guarantee that it will actually arrive to you before Christmas because I have no way of knowing that.
Every order will have tracking, so you can keep an eye on it. We did a couple test orders, and the shop app, it popped up saying, hey, this and that. We were able to follow it, everything fine. So everything looks like it's going to be good. And I do apologize. For the past couple weeks, couple months, especially recently, we've had a lot of people saying, hey, please let us know whenever things are going to happen. We get so many, it's really hard to address one person at a time, especially whenever we're traveling across country, different time zones. And some people were getting really mad. So thank you guys who were patient for being patient. We worked really hard at trying to get everything. And we have a lot more cool stuff coming. All right. That's it. That's the end of the first big news.
Hi.
Yes.
Yes. We do still have I'm really low stock on the enamel pins. I have like 8 pins in stock. They are on order.
They're just taking forever to get here.
Yeah. But I have a handful of pins. They don't move real fast, so you should be fine. But again, can't guarantee because it might sell out. They're just Tostitos.
They're glow in the dark too. Rach, can I please, for something custom for New Year's Eve day, my husband and his anniversary, strange one, but I can't interlude further for 2023. Can I please? I'm confused. For something custom.
For maybe Cameo?
Oh, well, okay. So
is that what you mean, Rachel?
That's another thing. We're going to talk about that.
Okay.
So
Ow.
I always hate talking about this. And
I stabbed myself with chip.
Bob Roma, Cameo. Okay. So if you want to help out the Grimm Life Collective in any way, shape, or form, you do not have to. But if you want to, a lot of people like to contribute and be a part of it. We do have the store opening back up where everything that you buy goes 100% into the Grimm Life Collective, from shirts and stuff like that. We order it, we get it all made, we ship it, we have it here, we ship it out to you personally. But if you want to, some other people on today have been doing super chats. You're more than welcome to go ahead and do that. They're in the description of every single one of our videos, has every link where you can contribute or be a part of the Grimm Life Collective, aside from just watching the videos themselves, which, believe me, is more than enough. But if you want to, super chat, Cameo, where you can order a personalized video message from us to you. We do birthdays, bar mitzvahs, funerals, weddings. We'll speak to your class.
There is an app for it, but I think it's just you can either download the Cameo app, or I think they might also have cameo.com. And Rach, that's where you would order a custom message for your husband and your anniversary.
Yes. And we have fun doing them. It can be a little hard for us to get to it, so just bear with us, and I'm sorry. And I'm going to say this right now. If you place a Cameo order, it gives us a certain amount of time to get it done for you.
Thank you, dear.
If we do miss it, the money gets refunded back to you, and it's not that we're trying to skip out on anything.
No.
A lot of times we're filming and we're in areas
Hi,
where
Sarah.
it's
Thank
really
you,
hard
darling.
to upload stuff. So just keep an eye
We
out.
don't even have
Thank you, Mo. Thank you,
internet
Sarah.
service when we're on the road, because you hit these long patches in like the desert and the farmland areas where there's absolutely no cell phone reception. So we get the notices once we come back into service, but even then, sometimes the service, you guys know how this works. Traveling, you don't always have cell phone service. So we do what we can, you know. We try to make it priority, but things do slip by. So, you know, we just ask for your patience and things. Hello, Canada.
2 more big pieces of news. The next convention that we're going to be doing, we get asked all the time, can you please do meet and greets? Can you please do meet and greets? Can you please do meet and greets? We do meet and greets, but we have a rule whenever we do meet and greets. Anytime that we do any kind of meet and greet has to have one thing, and that is
Slovakia.
Wherever we hold the meet and greet has to be at somebody's place of business or somebody's shop or somebody's museum
Convention
or a convention where you can come and see us, and then you can also see all these other amazing artists, actors, vendors, entertainers, or a store or a museum or something like that. I don't like the idea of doing like meet and greets in a mall or in a park where it's solely 100% come see us, come see us. We want to be a part of something that helps grow the horror community, which is why we really love doing conventions. And yeah, you have to pay to get into the horror convention, but there's so many different vendors and so many. It's a family. There's cosplayers. There's people who love horror. There's people who come who have first time ever going to these things, and
it's an experience. It's a wonderful experience all around.
Basically,
like to be a part of that.
Yeah, we love being a part of the horror family and helping our meet and greets be be something that helps elevate the horror community. So that's why we do a lot of conventions. Also, if we weren't there at the conventions, we'd probably be going anyhow to cover it. So it's like it kind of win-win. It takes us to other parts of the country so we can film. It's like I said, it's a family setting. With that being said, the next convention that we're going to be doing,
plus it's easier to bring your kids if you have them too,
is the end of January, which is going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. We haven't been back in Atlanta for a while. Days of the Dead, Atlanta. We're going to be there as guests, and we're also going to be filming along the way and hanging out there. And then we're going to, as soon as that's done, we're going to be booking it back to LA because we have a convention in Ontario, California.
Correct.
But we're going to be doing a lot of filming in the month of January from LA to Atlanta and back. So that's going to be the big one.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Everyone asking or saying that they want to see us at different conventions, let the conventions know on either their Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram pages, because most of the time it's not up to us where we are featured. Some places you have to be invited.
Yes.
So it's not like we can just say, hey, we'd love to be a part of your convention. That works sometimes, and we do that. But for the most part, you have to be invited to places. So if you want to see us at a convention, especially if it's outside of the horror community, let that convention know that you want us to be at one of their upcoming locations. Because
thank you, Jonathan.
Chances are we have to get on the radar somehow. That's kind of how it works, if that makes sense. They want to hear from you guys, not from us.
The other big thing, this is probably the biggest news that we've had in a very long time. We are going to be going to the UK, to England this year. And we've decided on dates, and we're already actively planning, actively getting things ready. So if you are in the England area, what the heck is that? And you want us, we get a lot of people saying, please come to England, please come to England, please come to England.
We're doing it.
We are doing it in 2023. We're going to be there for 2.5 months. There is a convention that we're going to be at. Not mentioning the convention yet. We've talked about it in the past. I have confirmed with our people and their people that we are going to be there. They just haven't made any announcements yet because they're in the process of doing something. Yeah,
Wheels are working.
But as soon as it goes, you guys will know immediately. And while we're there, we are going to be planning other meet and greets in other parts of the country.
Yeah.
So,
but we're only staying in England this time.
Only
we're not
in
gonna
England.
Go to Scotland or Ireland yet.
I will say this: if you follow our social media, especially the Grimm Life Collective Instagram and Twitter, that's where I post the majority of anything Grimm Life related is on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
Both of us we have accounts, but usually Instagram and Twitter is where it happens.
I share what he posts, but I would love to go to Edinburgh. I really would. I want to go so badly. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, sweetheart. But
thank you, Crystal.
We're deciding that instead of trying to stretch ourselves thin by going to multiple countries, that we're gonna stick to just England this time.
Stick to the facts.
And then on maybe our next visit, we'll go to only Scotland or then the only Ireland. We want to kind of like keep it focused a little bit because this is also our first time out of the country too. So, but you never know. You never know. We could be like, oh dang, this tiny country, we're already done. And let's go jump over into Scotland. You never know what's going to happen. You don't know. We don't know.
Our itinerary, the trip plan is almost done, meaning finalized. Go through and saying, okay, this is where we need to be on this day. And I will say this right now. The videos that we're going to be doing over in England, and for the channel that you guys are going to be watching, you're going to lose your goddamn minds. You're going to lose it. I don't think anybody really has done what we're going to be doing over in England, and it's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be a game changer.
Well, I don't think anybody here in the States so far. Yeah, there's probably people who do it over in the UK, but they're not on our radar yet. We're probably.
I've been watching.
Have you?
I've been watching. I've been investigating, and we're not. So when you think, oh, the Grimm Life Collective is going to England, oh, they're going to be doing this video, they're going to be doing that video, they're going to cover this. I guarantee you, you're wrong. When you see this,
like deep cuts.
Right? We love surprising you. Thank you, Jason. Thank you. So yeah, so the Jack the Ripper locations is the most common, the most requested one. As of right now, it is not on our agenda. Not at all. The Jack the Ripper locations, only because a lot has changed. There is still stuff there, but a lot of the stuff is gone.
It's all gone.
And everybody has gone, and everybody talks about it. But there's like, I don't know, 9 other strange murders that I want to take you guys to. And if we are looking for something to do, if we are looking for something, I haven't decided if I want to put Jack the Ripper on there. Of course, I'm going to say I'm a fan, but of course I'm interested. But there are,
thank you guys.
If somebody said, hey, Michael, you have 1 week in England, what you going to do? And you have,
the cemetery.
You have 10 things, but you only have room for 5. Jack the Ripper would not be one of those top 5. Just saying.
If a lot of the places were
I don't know what this is. See this here?
Kind
this
of
little,
untouched.
Like,
you got waves, man.
I got this loop
hair.
there.
Thank you, Jonathan. Hey guys, St. Louis misses you, Jess. You two are this Missouri family's favorite. Oh, say hey, St. Louis. I have something. You guys cannot see me fiddling, but like I somehow got like a piece of glue or something on my baby.
Oh shoot, it's time.
And it's driving me crazy. And I'm sitting here picking at it. You can't see it though.
All right. Does everybody know 465 people on here? Hello.
Hi.
Does everybody know where to find tonight's link? We're a little late. If you haven't, don't watch it yet. The link to tonight's movie is in the description of this video as well as pinned to the top of the chat. You need 2 devices to watch it. Everybody find it. Cue it up. I got mine on pause. Ready?
The link is highlighted at the top of the chat. It's in dark blue.
It says tonight's free movie.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Highlighted
3,
at the top in blue.
2, 1. Hit play. One of these days, I'm going to flick you off.
Thank you.
Now, there are commercials. Sorry. It's a free thing through Tubi. We try to make everything free for everybody. And if you are in a part of the world where you can't watch it through Tubi, I do apologize. Just hang out with us. I would say rent it through like Amazon if you can, because it's a fun movie. It is. Which is funny because today we spent pretty much all day
I can't help it.
watching
It's out there, man.
really bad Christmas horror movies.
Oh, but they've been so fun though.
Right? They're a blast. So we had so much fun that we're like, from now on, from here till Christmas, we're going to be watching a steady stream of nothing but holiday Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. Santa Man tackles the Lieutenant
thank
Dan.
You, John.
Oh,
That's
God.
So sweet.
Santa Man tackles Lieutenant Dan. Somebody needs to make that movie.
Sorry that it's not working. In some countries, it sounds like.
Yeah.
We never know that before we choose a streamer, because the streamers are always different. You guys are so kind. I almost changed my hair, but you guys talked me out of it. Wow, I'm really, look at that.
Santa Sleigh starring Goldberg is one of my favorites.
It does look like this in person when it's freshly dyed, but when it's been a while in between dyes, it gets very yellow. I almost like, because when
doing good, Dustin.
When my roots grow out, it gets really kind of ugly at the back of my head. I get real self-conscious about it. So I was thinking of changing my hair so that like most of it would be black with the green around my face, if that makes sense, so I could hide the ickiness in back. I told some people that, and they're like, sorry, but you're not allowed to change your hair. And I was like, okay, fine. Because I love it when it's fresh. It's just when the roots get long, it gets kind of icky, you know? But I'm so glad you guys talked me out of it, because I don't think I could go black hair again. I haven't had black hair in like 15 years. Longer, maybe. Actually, we've been together coming up on 6 years.
Thank you, BuzzChuck.
6 years in May. May 1st is our anniversary day. And so I probably haven't had black hair in a solid 20 years. If you change your hair, I'll unsubscribe. That's fair. That is fair. I would unsubscribe from myself.
You have the color hair version of Bob Ross's hair, because he couldn't change his hair
because that's what everyone
doing. It was his trademark. Yeah. Michaela, Michael, I have that same HHN shirt. It was such an honor meeting you both at HHN this year. Thank you. It was such an honor meeting you as well.
Oh,
so
Stoogies.
There's no pictures that prove this. But if you were, so Adam the Woo and his girlfriend saw us at HHN this year, and it was kind of comical because he walked in and he looked at us and he's like, "What is going on here?" So HHN, Jessica and I thought it would be great if we would buy.
Oh, no.
There's no pictures of this, by the way.
There's one picture of me with Hello Kitty.
So we thought it would be a fun idea to buy every article of clothing that, well, not like 5 shirts, but like
one of each.
We
made an outfit
of the little boo HHN gear. So she had the hat. We both had like the pants. We had the shirts. We were completely decked out in Lil Boo HHN gear for one day, and we went, and everybody looked at us like we were crazy, and we're like, we told people like, this is what it'd be like if we were tourists. We would come here,
we went,
buy one of everything, and wear it.
That was our costume. We went as tourists.
Yeah. Thank you, Joey.
Thank you, Joey, dear.
So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lily.
I was so uncomfortable. You know what? Fanny packs are not as comfortable as people make them seem. I was having a hard time with it. I couldn't find a comfortable position for it to be. I don't think I really liked it.
Oh, shoot. Somebody asked when we will be filming in Philadelphia. Actually, it's funny that you say that. That was my other piece of news. After CreepyCon in February, we are going to be at New Jersey HorrorCon in Atlantic City at the end of March. As soon as that's over, we're going to be getting a rental car and driving, zigzagging to Philly, and then all the way back up to Maine, and then all the way back down across the country back home.
Surely I have the pictures of Hello Kitty.
So
I think you were taking the pictures. Though.
Be warned. There's a lot of stuff coming. You just never know where we're going to be. We try to let you guys know, but yeah. Then I don't think they're on your phone. They're on mine.
I think they're on your phone, yeah. But surely you would have sent me one. Wow. Well, no, that's Disney. That's Disney Halloween.
So Jam Luke 23 says, "What type of cars?" I didn't send you anything. What type of cars do you guys like to rent?
That's bullshit.
So if we need to rent a car, we rent a Toyota Prius because it gets really great gas. Recently, we just bought an all-electric vehicle, so we drive 100% electric. And if we took that to Chicago and back, which was a trip, because basically, with a few exceptions, driving all electric from LA to Chicago, every 3 hours you would have to stop and charge for like a half an hour.
I'll be right back.
Then drive for 3 hours, then charge for a half an hour. Drive for 3 hours and charge for a half an hour. And that was crazy. Any podcast news? Christina L. Mason. No, not at this point. Since we've gotten back in town, a lot of our energy has been on getting the store ready. Now that the store is up and ready to go, the podcast is next.
I don't know if this is going to be backwards for you guys, so I'm going to try and show you. A lot of people are asking. I got questions in the comments for this too. The shade of lipstick I was wearing during the Midnight Mass video. I can tell you the dress is by Foxblood, which I think is coming out in January.
Michelle, we're going to be in town all month and part of January.
Lipstick is by the Dagger Beauty. This is their eyelash case, so this might not help, but this is the company for the lipstick, the Dagger Beauty. These are her. I love her packaging. These are some lashes that she sent too, but it's in the shade Skeleton. No, shade Lucifer. Shade Lucifer. I'll share it again.
Yes, Shadow 01. We do.
Yeah, I took a picture of it at the convention. I'll reshare it in my Instagram story on my personal account, and I'll tag them again so you can see it.
Melanism. I'm so happy to finally catch a live up all night. I'm the one who gave Jessica the little Jessica crochet doll.
Oh, it's right here too.
Thank you, Melanism.
It's me. Wait, bit of a hang. Hold on. Especially now that my hair is fresh right now too. It's me. Oh. I love her. I love her so much. I kept playing with her at the table because like if I move her dress in such a way, it kind of props her up a little bit, and I could like kind of stand her.
Brian Dorn.
Table. But then people were like, they were trying to buy her from me, and I was like, no, this was a gift.
Brian Dorn, honored to meet you in Chicago. Happy holidays. Stay spooky. Keep up the great work. Long live the Grimm. Thank you. Hopefully you guys are staying warm when you're going out doing your ghost hunting and anything spooky you guys do. But it was lovely to meet you both.
I was so impressed when I was playing with her hair, how I realized that she kind of has a mohawk, but it really does fill her entire head. Because if you did the whole head, it'd be way too much hair.
Danny Collins, what's your favorite band?
I don't think I even have favorite bands anymore.
So weird. Okay, here. This is the weird thing about this, Mr. Collins. As long as it's got a beat, we'll listen to it. We listen to everything from like 40s jazz to Ariana Grande to Johnny Cash to The Weeknd to Doja Cat to Dua Lipa. I mean, we listen to anything that you can just have fun to. But here's the fun part. Most of the time, whenever we're driving, when we're on a road trip, we don't listen to anything. We just kind of hang out for hours and just kind of talk or just relax and enjoy the drive. So it's weird. Music and us have a very strange relationship.
I like a little bit of everything. I mean, I grew up as a goth kid and listening to a lot of gothic rock and especially industrial music, but I also grew up on old country. So, I mean, I listened to Dolly Parton and
Oh man,
the old classics, and I'm blanking on names right now, but we
we
listened to a bit of everything then.
we love Dolly, but we tried watching her Christmas special the other day. We made it
Ooh.
about halfway through before we turned it off.
But we made it to the Satan part, though.
Oh, which was amazing. Which was amazing.
I love Selena.
What was that
Love
on?
Selena.
Was that Hulu?
It was either Hulu or Netflix. It was probably Netflix. She's done stuff with Netflix before. I would imagine that's Netflix.
So we're there's late at night. I'm scrolling through and I'm like, oh man, and I find the Dolly Parton Christmas special and I put it on. And it started off pretty dang amazing, especially whenever Willie Nelson got on there. But then like it started getting really, really weird, and then it just like went over a cliff. So we turned it off after the Satan part.
Ooh, I found a possible disembodied voice on your Bachelor's Grove video. Hey.
Awesome. Keep it.
Tell it nice things. We did see Wednesday. That's one of the few things we've actually seen so far.
And we haven't told anybody that we watched it.
No.
We watched it in the car.
Yeah. While we were
driving while we were charging.
We need to watch it at home, like at our leisure when it's dark, because we were watching it kind of during the day, so we didn't get to see a lot. I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna go first. I loved it.
Oh, oh yeah, the Wednesday was good.
We love Wednesday.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know, everything that Jenna Ortega has done so far.
Everything she's done.
It's just like you got this like stupid little like creepy crush on her.
Oh, but young Gomez. Like, it is so easy to see, like, the actor who played young Gomez, even though he was like beat up and bruised, you could see how smooth he was as a youngster, right? And is it Louis Guzman?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I love everything that Guzman has done. I've loved him in, and I loved seeing him as Gomez. And I had reservations about Catherine Zeta-Jones at first. I wasn't happy with the choice, but I actually really enjoyed her. Rutger Hauer's amazing. Didn't he just die? He died recently, like a couple years ago.
Say recently. That's like the last week or two.
It's recent to me. I don't know. My mom wanted to meet you guys. I don't know why, but she says your story is really good and interesting. Oh,
I don't know why either, Alice.
Hi, Tammy. Thank you, dear.
Thank you, Tammy. I don't know why.
Why does my hair look yellow and not green?
And your
it's
mom.
Probably just the light, but I mean, it's a neon green, which has yellow undertones.
Or maybe you're neon green colorblind.
I mean, it's kind of a yellowish green, I guess. I don't know. It's very green though, especially in the daylight, but it's probably just the lighting. It looks green to me. Oh, he thought that was his Grimm life shirt at first.
No, Halloween Horror Nights. Ooh.
It's definitely a neon green. Yeah, it's got some neon highlights to it. No hauntings in our flat. No. Nothing that we've noticed anyway. No, I didn't get my hair done at Little Shop of Hairdos. I've been going to this wonderful girl named Nikki. She has a salon in Covina, which I believe is the opposite direction.
Our video that we did on Shocker, the filming locations for Shocker, same area. Have you seen the movie Silent Night, Deadly Night? It's a man who went crazy wearing a Santa clothes and killed people. That movie scared me when I was... That is a classic. But I've never heard of this Santa Claus person. Who's Santa Claus? I don't know Santa Claus.
The bat poncho is revealed in our recent video that we
Midnight
did
Mass.
On the Midnight Mass. Yeah, one of our recent videos. If you go watch it about halfway through, I actually run into the shop I bought it from, and they had it, so I was able to actually share it.
Sarah, instead of saying I'm trying to ask you a question you haven't answered, just ask the question. We'll try to see it. Sarah Davies, what is your question?
I don't think that Michael has a specific brand. I think either of us use a specific brand of nail polishers, whatever we find that we think is
I'm looking out for Sarah Davies' question, wherever it may be.
I don't think we're excited for the Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
No. No.
The pumpkin skeleton does not have a name. Good night, Littlefoot. We've seen some of the Krampus movies. I don't know. There's kind of a lot out there, isn't there?
I like Sarah. My question is, what is your favorite filming
Make a
location?
tiny hoe.
Favorite filming location would have to be. So every time that we do a filming location video, or any time that we do any kind of video, uh, we run into this wonderful thing that we absolutely love it more than the one before it, and that's a good sign that we're growing because we're constantly moving
Joey.
forward,
Thank you,
constantly
dear.
moving forward. Pet Cemetery was a good one, and visiting the locations for Poltergeist 3 was pretty.
That was a lot of fun.
Was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. A little frustrating, but a lot of fun. I especially loved. Yeah, Ryan from Strange Cult's a great guy. We love him to death. The scenes in the parking garage.
Good night, Bob.
Now, while we were there filming those locations, it was about 17 degrees in Chicago.
It was cold.
It was very cold. It was very, very cold, and it was windy, so it hurt. It wasn't just cold, but it hurt. But man, did we have fun though.
We did?
I had fun.
I never have fun with these things. Boom.
That is a lie.
I'm lying. Actually, I'm sitting up. Hi, Europe. So Lucas says, I binged Midnight Mass after seeing your video. That was absolutely amazing. Thanks so much. I'm glad you found it. I'm glad you watched it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And if you guys don't know this already, maybe you don't.
Could have been there.
The Flaniverse crew is the next thing that they have coming out before they make the transition over to Amazon is the last thing they're doing for Netflix is the Fall of the House of Usher.
Yes, they're doing a Edgar Allan Poe series as the next one on Netflix before they move over to Amazon, which I think they've already started filming. I'm not sure.
So I don't
remember.
I'm a little sad because the next couple of days it's supposed to really rain here in Florida. Here in it's really supposed to rain here in Hollywood, right? And it hasn't started raining yet. But tomorrow,
Bun.
Tomorrow, I started watching Midnight Mass this week. Love it so far. Michelle can't watch it though. Too many dead animals. All right, we're gonna get to that in a moment. Tomorrow, we're supposed to be filming what could very well be a very cool video. I don't know if people are going to really like it as much because it's very niche. But to us, we were talking about, we're driving going, man, I can't believe we're in LA for this one particular thing that's happening tomorrow. And we're going to try to film it. Hopefully we don't get rained out.
I forgot.
I'm not going to tell you guys what it is.
Nope.
But it's really freaking cool. Really cool. Matt and Michelle, Midnight Mass. I've noticed a lot of people saying that a lot of people were like, man, I can't watch this.
Too slow.
Boo on you, Flaniverse, for cruelty to animals, portraying this and
what?
I don't get it. Don't get me wrong.
I don't remember.
I'm not about people hurting animals or doing things, anything bad. We love animals. We're 100% against that.
Love my baby.
But whenever it comes to things that are like in movies or in TV shows, and then
because they good.
Yeah, I don't get how people are
thinking that there's real animal cruelty happening,
right? Or people get so bent out of shape about it. And if you do get bent out of shape, it's okay. You're allowed to. Everybody's allowed to think the way that they do. I just don't get it.
No animals are ever hurt in production of television. Right. There are so many. So much red tape and hoops that people have. They have their own handlers, specialty handlers. They have to get a lot of clearances to bring animals on set and all that sort of stuff. They are their own television stars. These animals. They have a lot of jobs. No, there's never ever any animal cruelty actually happening in television. But at the same time, there's a lot of people who can't disassociate an actor from the roles they play. And then will say mean things to the actors in real life in regard to the person that they had played on a show or television or a movie. For instance, the guy who played King Joffrey from Games of Thrones, he almost quit acting because people were so ugly to him because of his role as Joffrey. If he made you hate him in real life, then he's a good actor. He played that role great then because he made you believe it. And he almost quit acting because of it, because it was the treatment he got was so awful in real life. I can't imagine that happening, you know. But yeah, I think most people understand what really happened, but
And like, I get it. It makes people uncomfortable. It does. And I have much respect for that. Like 100%. And I the thought of people hurting any kind of animal,
I'll cry.
it bothers me.
Yeah.
And but me personally, I'll still watch it. I mean, I'll still watch the show or the movie or something like that. But like, if it was something in real life, then
There
no,
wasn't
I couldn't
any
do it.
animal cruelty in that show, but there was a poisoning of a dog.
Yes.
And that's the only
A
thing
lot
that
of
I
people are
remember.
losing their minds over that. And
Yeah.
understandable. 100% understandable
Yeah.
for sure.
Hot Nerd says, are you guys Resident Evil fans of the games or the movies, or both? And we are actually fans of both.
Yes. And
you played the games more than I did.
Yeah. I still think about the first Resident Evil. I still think about it. I do have Resident Evil Village. I just haven't really. I started playing with it when it first came out, but I've been too busy. I haven't gotten back to it. Tramp Stamp.
Littlefoot, our shirts go on sale on the 12th
21
at noon.
11. 21 minutes and 20 seconds. 21:20.
December 12th at noon, our website will go live, grimlifecollective.com. You will be able to purchase our t-shirts from there. We have sizes small through 5X, and we have 4 different variants.
So I've been getting this question a lot too. Alice says, my mom and I watched Midnight Mass at Season Screamies 2022. My mom loves Christmas. She wanted to know why you don't like Christmas. I don't like Christmas for personal reasons, and I don't feel comfortable in sharing that, which is why I didn't. But a lot of things from my past have left me with not so very pleasant, not so very merry memories from Christmas.
Well, I mean,
so I'm not a
Christmas
fan
is
of it.
also a Christian holiday, so not everybody was raised with that holiday, even though it's become very Americanized and has become very common around the world. It is still a Christian holiday, so not everybody celebrates, and we do respect all religions and all peoples and all walks of life. But really quickly, Wilmer asked if we watched the German series called Dark, and I have it on my watch list because it looks really cool, but I haven't gotten to it yet because since we travel a lot, I miss out on a lot of shows that are happening, but I keep hearing amazing things about it. Cat Mom! Hi, Guy. I have messed with you guys. Glad you made it back safe. Oh, we missed. You missed, not messed. They meant missed. We missed you too, guys. We're so happy to be back.
And Shannon says, when will we get a Patreon chat? Let's do it this week. We'll do it later. So probably Thursday. I don't have my schedule on me, but it'll probably be Thursday or Friday. So yes, Shannon.
Oh, that's
let's
so cool.
do that. Let's do it.
We'll see you there, hon.
Good call.
I like all the lights that come out at Christmas. I like that about the holiday season. I'm just a big fan of lights at any time. So seeing all the decorations, that's what makes me happy. But I don't celebrate Christmas. That's not my religion. But I like the idea behind family holidays where you spend family time together. But I just like the lights that people put up.
16PXFL says, do you stream often or is this rare? Well, over the past couple of years, we have streamed a lot. And in a perfect world, we stream once a week. Every weekend, we do this where we hang out, we answer questions, we just kind of update you guys. We play a movie where you can be a part of. But we do travel a lot, and sometimes it's really hard for us to sit down on a certain day because we might be who knows where we're going to be.
Right.
And time zones going to look
Hi.
crazy. But we do try to do these as often as possible. So yes,
We try.
we do
We try.
stream a lot.
I have to throw this out there really quick. Brightbat is an amazing artist. In the last year or two, their artwork, their pins, stickers, and shirts have made their way into places like Hot Topic, which, let me tell you guys, that is a really big deal, especially for any artists that have their stuff picked up by a major chain like that. And I just want to throw a shout out and say hello. I'm a huge fan. I've been buying her designs for years. And if you've seen the videos where I have those big plush pastel bats, that came from Brightbat. And they're like one of my favorite things. So, hi. Go check her out. It's just called Brightbat on Instagram. And I think it's brightbat.com too. I forget what the website is.
Somebody just asked us, we get this question a lot too. Our thoughts on Terrifier 2.
Oh, that one's really gory.
It is definitely the most goriest, most over the top, excruciatingly bloody and painful movie I have ever seen in my life.
I know, but I do like pastels.
So. And which is funny that I just said it's the most bloodiest part of the thing I've ever seen. And Jessica's like, I do love pastels though.
Because they gave me an Addams Family line, but Jessica, pastels? And I was like, oh. You guys caught me there.
So we are in Days of the Dead Atlanta, Terrifier, the cast of Terrifier 2 is going to be there, and they're going to be doing another interactive screening. And I'm gonna watch it again. I remember the first time that I watched it. Most of the people in the theater have already seen it, but we travel so much, so we couldn't watch it. So the first time I watched it was in Chicago, and about halfway through, about 3/4 of the way through the bedroom scene, I remember thinking, this might be too much, but I kept watching it. And then the very next day, I met the actress who was in the bedroom scene.
Yeah.
With Art.
Yeah.
And
she's so cute.
We talked to her on camera, and that little laugh that she does towards the end of her segment, like I look back at it and I'm just like, oh my God, it was crazy. It is.
I thought Barbarian was hilarious.
Terrifier 2 is not for everybody.
It's definitely not for children.
Definitely not for children.
Definitely not for children.
And it's a lot of it, if you watch it, it's not going to make sense. There's a lot of it doesn't make sense. It's funny. You will laugh. You'll cry.
It goes a little...
You'll have a song stuck in your head.
Oh, I like that part.
From the Clown Cafe.
Terrifier 2 goes a little supernatural this time. The first one was very much rooted in realism, I'm going to say, like reality, you know.
The story and the killer are good.
Yeah,
it's a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, I didn't see all of it. I had to leave like halfway through.
But you're gonna watch it again in Atlanta.
I'm gonna watch it halfway through. I'm gonna watch the whole thing, but it was at the end of a convention day. I still had my colored contacts in, and they were really, really bothering me. And I just was not feeling well, and I had a hard time watching the movie. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna watch it on a different time later. We have seen Nope. We got to see the behind the scenes a little bit.
Nope, we didn't see that.
Well, not behind the scenes, but the before it became open to the public through Universal Studios backlot tour. Pardon me. We got to go to the premiere of it, sort of, on the Hollywood Universal Studios backlot. And we got to see a part of the set, is what I meant as behind the scenes, which is now part of the ride, which is pretty cool. We really loved it.
Thank you, Shane.
Thank you, dear. I want to watch it again. I think I only saw it the one time when it came out. I haven't watched it again at home. And I remember really, really loving it. The movie guy, though, the guy from The Crow, I can't remember his name. I kind of want to slap him silly for deserting them in the middle of everything. I thought that was kind of a weird choice, but I also kind of get it. But I'm so curious about the creature. Like, I want there to be a follow-up, because I think it's like a baby alien that's like lost or something. I don't know. I don't
You're gonna
think
love
they
it,
ever
Michelle.
say.
You're gonna love it.
Do they say whether they think it's a juvenile or not? I don't know if they do. I am excited for Scream 6. I think everybody's excited for Scream 6.
I am and I'm not.
Really?
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I
Okay.
love the Scream movies. I love the Scream movies, and I love the fact that we're
Yes,
getting
Jupiter's claim. Thank you.
I love that we are getting another Scream movie. I just don't. Okay, so it's like I man, I think that now that pretty much the entire cast is not a part of it, they should just end it.
Well, no, she came back.
No, she's not a part of it.
I thought she.
She's not a part of it again for whatever reason. So the only person that I think is definitely a part of it is I don't know, a couple of the new people, and the only person that's still part of it is Gail, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, there was this whole thing with like Nev where she was going to be a part of it, then she wasn't. That she was going. I don't think she's a part of it anymore.
Oh, I heard
And
that she was.
and it's not a Scream movie. It's not. It's okay. It's the killer's obviously different every single freaking
It's
time.
like they're trying to reboot the series.
And like the characters that you fell in love with are no longer a part of it, but yet they want to still carry the mask into another movie and then have you fall in love with the new characters like you did the first ones. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It'll be enjoyable to watch. It's like watching Halloween Ends. It's the mask, but it's a whole bunch of new people, and it's just like it just doesn't work. The magic isn't there. I'll watch it because it's Scream.
But with Dewey gone, I don't. Yeah, he was kind of everybody's favorite.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I heard
through the grapevine,
and I cannot confirm because I don't remember where I heard it from. That now I can't think of his name. The tall one, tall skinny one.
From what?
Scream.
Matt
Lillard was going to be in 6. I heard a rumor that Matt Lillard is going to be in 6. We'll see. We'll see. I think everybody's kind of was excited that they were doing another one. And now we're all just kind of like, maybe you should stop there though. Like, I'm kind of uncomfortable. She is very tiny. I don't recall if she's smaller than me because I'm 5'3". I think we were about the same height.
Nev is like being around a cloud. She's so friendly and soft.
She's very soft spoken. She's very sweet, and she is tiny. I think I was wearing heels at the time, like my platforms that I wear at convention, so I don't seem as small as I normally am. And she was wearing boots though, so I think we were about the same height. So she might be about 5'3" Hello, Canada. They're probably doing like a trio. They're probably doing a trilogy. Yeah, The Craft is great. I never got to see the reboot of The Craft, but from what I'd heard from my friends that has seen it, that I can trust their opinion because theirs is very similar to mine, it was not good. Was what I heard. Again, see it for yourself. Form your own opinions. Don't rely on others, but I have not had the opportunity to see it. And because it got such bad reviews, I kind of just don't want to.
Oh, somebody asked if we watched the movie Smile.
I'm 5'3".
Smile was good.
3.
We watched Smile in, I don't remember what city we were in whenever we watched. Well, we were in Chicago, but I don't remember. I think we were in Chicago. But we watched Smile, and it started. Okay, Smile for me started off a little lackluster. Like I wasn't like impressed with the main actress. I was like, it was almost like she didn't really have that like star quality about her the first time. Like I was like, okay, she's just like anybody else. There's nothing that makes her go, hey, what is this? But then like when things started really happening in the movie Smile,
and she got to like kind of perform a bit more.
Yeah, that movie creeped us out. We were genuinely creeped out by Smile.
You know, it's funny because sometimes you don't know an actor's range until you see them in
6'2".
a stressful situation. because like everyday interactions, I mean, most everybody can usually do that, right? But it's like, let me see if you can be terrified and make me believe it. Yeah, not good at all. Okay, it seems like we're all on the same page then. Yeah, Smile actually creeped us out while we were watching it. Like I got a little anxiety. I remember watching it and I kind of had to like fidget a little bit to remind myself that I'm in the here and now and not actually in the movie because that was kind of scary. Oh, Kevin Bacon's daughter. That's awesome. Didn't know that. See, movie trivia. You never know. Um, and it so happens that we know the artist who did the sculpt and the prosthetics for the monster at the end. He did an amazing job. Best horror slumber party. Oh, thank you, Severo.
Thank you, Severo. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, can I tell them the troll story?
The troll story.
Sorry, it's not trolls. It's gnomes. There's this holiday commercial.
Oh my God.
That's been playing for Aldi's.
Oh, Michelle and Matt, you guys are gonna love this. Is Michelle and Matt? Are you still here?
So it's about these gnomes inside the store that are getting things done for the holidays, right?
Little garden gnomes.
Yeah. And every time they cut to this one line, at first I didn't hear it until Michael keeps laughing his ass off.
I'm laughing at this
every
one part of
time
this
we
commercial.
see this commercial
One
because
part.
it was like the one commercial they had playing all night. And I think it was on Pluto TV. We were watching Cops, of course. And this is like the one commercial that keeps playing. And I didn't hear it. And he keeps laughing and laughing. And he tells me that every time this one line hits from this one troll, it sounds like she's saying pendejo.
Pendejo.
Is it P or B?
B.
B, pendejo?
Pendejo.
And I was like, I don't hear it. And sure enough, the next time the commercial comes around,
it's real quick. This little garden
quick.
gnome. Pendejo.
And I was like, oh my God, I hear it. And now every time we hear that commercial play, it sounds like she's calling the other gnomes pendejo. And every time. And we thought about you guys.
Yeah. We're gonna have to like screen record that and send it to.
Is it a P? Is it pendejo?
Is it P?
Pendejo.
Or a B or B?
It's
Pendejo.
P.
It's P?
P.
P. Pendejo. I don't know. But yeah, every time I chuckle.
We do play some hard
Pendejo.
video games. The one that we play the most right now is the Evil Dead game.
Okay.
Ooh, and the Quarry.
The Evil Dead. I was playing it. I'm kind of bored with the Evil Dead now because it's just like, eh. And I don't have gaming friends because I'm never home. So whenever I play, it's like a couple hours every couple months, or a little bit here, a little bit here. 4 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. You never know. So I really have time, right?
Like Matthew said, pendejo means idiot.
Yes. And so I'm kind of bored with the Evil Dead game now. It's fun. It was a lot of fun. It was like, yeah. But right now, we got sucked into the Quarry. It's amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
It's amazing. And then I think after this, like I'm playing like little things here and there, but I think after this, I'm gonna really jump into the Village, Resident Evil Village, like get deep into it.
We started that one out, and I don't know, we got lost in playing the Village. It's beautiful.
36.
It is so
40.
beautiful.
3640.
Yeah, Resident Evil Village. Yeah. It is gorgeous, but apparently we missed like a whole section inside the little village before you go up to the castle. I don't know how we missed it.
To be fair, when we started playing it, it was right before we went on the road.
True.
So we got into it a little bit, and then when we were gone for a month, and we came back, and it was like, oh man, I can't get into that.
Detector. Yep, I got it. Detector assist. The detector assist.
Bright Bat says Resident Evil Village is good. I'll give it a go. We have it, and I've been downloading like all the updates and like the pack. So like,
it's pretty. Plus, I look forward to seeing the mommy vampire. Boobs.
Did you play it on Oculus? No. So Mark, we have a PS5, and I keep debating the idea of getting like a VR headset. But okay, I play games. Eric, A massive horror and soccer fan since childhood. One big dream I have is to start a horror-themed soccer league for kids with a horror movie teams, i.e. the Haddonfield Shapes, Maritaville Shapes, Crystal Lake Machetes, etc. That'd be cool.
Do
You
it,
should
man.
do it.
Do
Do
it.
Do
Thank
it.
you, Eric, by the way. Thank you,
Do
sweetheart.
it.
Do
Do
it.
it.
That sounds wonderful. There's so many families who are into horror, and so are their little babies. And I think people would love that. You should do it. Do it.
Oh, so Troy says, guys, hear Sean Clark's rant of friends who stole his location secrets. Have you guys ever dealt with that? I haven't heard anything that he has posted, but I have talked to Sean personally about this. And you guys probably hear it all the time. Every time that we have an idea, I'm always saying it's a secret. I don't want to tell you guys what it is. We're always very secretive
I'll
about.
look into that right back.
We're always very secretive about what we're going to do, and it is a real thing. It is a real thing.
People kind of try to stalk us out when we go places.
People try to stalk us out, but also you start sharing it with other people. Then all of a sudden, all the you found a place first, and you start like telling people, "Oh man, nobody's ever covered this before." And you tell somebody, and then they go out and they do it, and you're like, "Well, crap."
Oh, we have heard that story. Yes.
So we play our cards very close.
Sorry, David.
And it's not like we're untrusting. We're not. We have friends. We do videos with people. But I don't want this to sound weird. Jessica and I, we work a lot alone. We travel alone. We don't just do videos here. We travel the country, and we do things a certain way.
Thank you,
and
Crocodile.
it's we love working with other people, love collaborating with people, but we both have this like sense of anxiety. So
yeah,
every time we film, we prefer to just be alone and tell stories ourselves.
We're also limited to time.
In fact, when we put out the video of the Big Lebowski location, I mentioned in that video that every time that I turn the camera on, I try to make it so nobody else is in the shot. So a lot of that plays into that. Like we like just kind of existing at our own pace. So we don't really tell many people what our plans are, what our steps are.
No, we've had a bad experience with that also, where somebody showed up and it was very
that was a completely different thing.
No, I know.
Well, I know, but like what they were saying,
yeah,
and what I was just talking about, completely different. Not about stalkers. It was, hey, if we said, hey, tomorrow we're gonna go do this filming location, then somebody else decides to do it first.
No, that happens too, but also the other thing does also though. So it's a little combination of both.
Are you guys going to do more videos on the Lost Boys? No, Lily. No more Lost Boys. We already did a big video on the Lost Boys. If we ever do anything the Lost Boys, it's going to be at a convention talking to some of the actors. But we already covered all of the filming locations. Brian Doran, stupid question. There's no stupid questions. Well, I had a 4th grade teacher named Mr. Stilly, who said the only stupid question is one that you don't ask. Aha, but you asked yours, so it's not stupid. Have you ever done a filming location where you're creeped out or like you need to get out of there? Stay spooky. No.
No.
I don't really think there's been any locations.
We've never gotten somewhere and went, ooh, this is scary. We should go. No. But so I understand where that question comes from, because a lot of people think that we go ghost hunting, but we don't. So a lot of people do ghost hunting at night, which would make sense, creepy locations, especially if you're doing stuff at night. But no, I mean, we go to places that are literally in the middle of nowhere.
4210.
We haven't really reached any destinations and went, ooh, I'm creeped out. Let's go. Hi, Emily.
Hi, Emily.
The Twin Peaks cast, let me tell you, Ray Wise is still as smooth as butter. That man, I have the biggest crush on him, and I told him that to his face.
No, okay. All right, so there's more to this story. So she tells it to his face, Ray Wise, you're a handsome man, this and that. The very next night, no, it was later on that night. We're at the VIP after party, and we're leaving. And Ray Wise is standing out in the hallway having a drink, talking to his people, and we walk up to Ray, and
I don't remember what it was that he said.
she says to him, "I just have this biggest crush on you," and he just gets this big smile on his face. He's like, "Oh, come over here, let's hug it out.
No, he was
let's
like,
hug it out." Yeah, he's like, "Let's hug it out."
he couldn't believe that I could have a crush on him. I think because he's an older gentleman, and I think he thought I was much younger than I am because I get that a lot. He was just like, a crush on me, and I was like, yes, sir, I certainly do. And he was like, he kind of paused for a second in disbelief, and then he just smiled real big, and he was like, well, let's hug it out.
Let's hug it out. Let's hug it out.
I was like, okay. And then we got a picture together, and it just made my night. And Kyle MacLachlan, I mean, he is still as smooth as butter too. That man has so much charisma. Ray Wise and Kyle MacLachlan have so much charisma. Like, they have not aged a day. They're exactly like you expect them to be. Sweet as pie, smooth as butter, and could probably steal your girl. But they're too respectful to do so. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Emma Meyer says, "Hey Grim Life, what are your thoughts on the It prequel series called Welcome to Derry coming to HBO Max?"
Oh, thank you again, Eric.
My initial thought is this. First off, this is the first I'm hearing about it.
I'm not sure if I heard about it or not.
An It prequel.
God, he's so handsome.
Meaning, before you're introduced to It, Pennywise, I think it would be kind of boring. I mean,
about the kids.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, if it's before It, Pennywise, the dancing clown, the spider, the light, the deadlights. If it's all before that and how he kind of came to be or how he became, I mean, I don't know. I think that's my initial thought. I would hope that it's a lot more than that, and it'll probably be pretty darn amazing. So I say go for it.
So I haven't read the book for It, and so I don't know what kind of history there is with the town in the book that could be elaborated on for it to be an ongoing series, unless they're just going to start making their own storyline, which I would imagine they would have to. They'd have to elaborate on it to keep it going. I really don't care for Pennywise much myself. He's not one of my top 5.
Dumpster Dog says, "Will you guys be going to Antarctica to film locations for The Thing?" Well, actually, my plan was this: to buy some action figures and put them in the freezer, and then open it up and be like,
good idea.
And just reenacting like we're actually going to do the filming locations.
One green, like my hair. I like that. That's a good one. Yeah. I have actually never read a Stephen King book.
He's hard to read.
I have heard that, yeah.
He likes to describe things a lot. A master, but likes to describe things a lot.
Well, so did Anne Rice, and it gets a little dragging. Anne Rice could write about what the pattern of the wallpaper is like in one room over 5 pages. And you still are only talking about the wallpaper or something like that. You know, she was very descriptive, which I appreciated because it helped you build a distinct image that she wanted you to see. But it can be a little much sometimes.
I have a great idea. Let's create a series that, all right, remember, who here knows the TV show VeggieTales? VeggieTales, broccoli, celery.
Lopez, hi dear, thank you so much.
Thank you, M. Lopez. Now, here's the thing, right? We're going to start a series that takes place inside your refrigerator, your freezer, as well as your refrigerator, right? And it's horror movies told with food, right? So, for instance, we can do it, and we can have a root beer float downstairs, like down in the actual refrigerator, and be like, we all float down here because it's a float. And come on, it'd be fun, right? And then we could tell the thing up in the freezer, and then it's just all these horror movies quickly told within like 30 seconds, but in your refrigerator.
Hi, Love Bug. We're gonna be doing the Patreon live sometime this month. This week. Hi, Julie, dear. Thank you.
The series will be called Fresh Meats.
Yes, I did get to go
Fresh
see.
meats.
We saw the Dark Crystal for the 40th
cold cuts.
anniversary just a couple nights ago. Thank you so much.
Rotten Tomatoes as zombies. Man, this is good. How come I come up with all the greatest ideas during these damn Grimm Apple nights?
You should write them down.
Man, this is gonna be awesome. Frozen
You should
meats.
write them down.
It's a hit.
I am a meat popsicle.
Popsicles, right? Like somebody left the freezer door open and they all melted and they all dripped down
And
into
they look
the
like blood.
yeah, like the red popsicles all dripped down into like the bottom. They're like, oh my god, it's the blob. Like the lettuce. Ah, let us out. The blob is coming. And the onions are like, no way. Stinky, stinky.
You're weird. I like it.
I love it.
Do you prefer structure like shooting one scene at a time or just winging it when you make your videos?
100% wing it.
Wing it, yeah.
99.9%. Okay, so a lot of times when we make the videos, we know the story that we want to tell. It's like it's simple. I mean, you know, this is the story. We try to let the story tell itself. But when it comes to shots or what you guys see or how we say it,
Century is a great one.
it just kind of all happens right then and there. 100%. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we do scouting, but
What?
I mean, like not even half the time.
It's the thing that always like amazes me. This always amazes me, right? So you'll see these YouTube channels where they'll let it slip. Oh, I was writing the script for next week's video, and I was doing this. I'm like, script.
Script.
What kind of script? What kind of Hollywood budget do you have? Script? Are
Why
you
do you need a
storyboarding
script?
too? Just go out. Okay, we have a big problem. Much respect to people creating stuff, right? But we have a problem. We have a problem with people who sit with a green screen behind them showing other people's travels, or you just hear their voice and they're narrating other travels.
They like steal TikTok videos and other like
but they're not
YouTube videos
like,
and they narrate it themselves.
Get off your couch and go explore your world and show the people your world. Now, I get it. A lot of people can't go out and explore themselves for whatever reasons, right? But tell your story. Why do you gotta like? I mean, I don't know.
Or at least use your own footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
I've seen people steal entire television shows from like the true crime channel and narrate it themselves and describe the story, and it's a lot.
I got an email.
Oh, thank you, Julie.
Yesterday from YouTube saying somebody used one of our clips in their video, and because of that, we are getting the monetization from their video because it was copyrighted.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why didn't you just go out and do your own video? So I went and I watched the video, and there was our clip with like 30 other YouTube channels showing the same kind of topic, and you never saw the narrator. He was like off camera just showing other people's clips.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I'm like, man,
Jamie, I'm so happy to hear that. That sounds lovely.
I tend to go on these little rants.
That's okay. That's kind of one of the reasons why we love you.
Honk, honk, honk.
Yeah, like when you see these, like especially the animal compilation videos on YouTube and on TikTok and stuff, and they have like 8 million views, but it's just a compilation of other people's personal like videos from their channels and things like that that they've shared, but someone has stolen those and put a compilation together, and now they've made like 8 million. It's not money, but 8 million views, which is quite a lot in money
Thank
terms
you,
as
Jason.
well. It's crazy, especially with channels like us and people who do what we do. When we go through a lot of work and we pay out a lot to do what we do as well, it can be a little strange to see things like that, and you're going, you know it's one thing also stealing somebody else's work, but to make money off of it, which a lot of people have done since the beginning of time. Am I right?
There's a lot of
We do, yes. We keep all of our receipts because we have to turn them in at the end of the year.
yeah.
We pay a lot of
But
taxes.
but now, Dumpster Dog, since we have gone 100% electric with our own personal vehicle, whether we're filming around town or elsewhere. I mean, here in LA, think about this. This is crazy. You ready for this? You ready for this? Mind blown, right? The car that we were driving, going out and filming almost every day in Southern California, I was putting in
Oh, thank you, Jane
about
Belling.
$40 to $60. I'd say about $40 a day. $40 a day on average to drive all over God's creation and film here in LA. And I'll keep in mind, I'm a crazy guy. I'll drive everywhere to get these videos.
Our building comes equipped with chargers.
So going electric, our building has electric chargers. We went from $40 a day to $20 a month just here in LA.
For local traveling, yeah.
Now, when we travel, that price goes up because you're going to be charging this and that. Mm-hmm. But here in Los Angeles, we went from $40 a day to $20 a month to film.
Yeah.
It was a no-brainer for us. So, yes, we went 100% electric.
I love it. You guys love my hair because I love my hair, and it would make me very sad if you didn't love my hair because I'm not going to change it, and I want you to like me.
You're welcome, Tim Fields. I'm glad you loved it. And this is going to be crazy too, Mark. Mark just asked, what's your infrastructure like for electric cars? We drove from Los Angeles to Chicago, and then from Chicago back. Not once. You always hear about, what do they call it? Charging?
Kilowatts?
No, where people like charging anxiety, like, I'm not going to make it.
I love you too.
We had no problem finding chargers. There were chargers everywhere. And even whenever we were passing places that didn't have chargers, they were putting in chargers. I mean, they were everywhere. I was surprised.
Like, there's no issues at all. They are so frequent, especially on the highways.
Shannon says can pick you out in other people's.
Yeah, I stand out a little bit. Yeah. I've even been like talking to people at conventions who are presenting, and presenting during their panel, and we would go and talk to them at their table, and I would say something about, we were just in your panel, and they'd look at my hair and go, yeah, you're kind of hard to miss. I'm like, oh.
And David Mag says, we're all about the electric right now. We're not trying to be like, hey, go out and buy electric. We don't want to be those people. It's not for everybody. But David Mack says, is it boring driving a slow car? You know what? It's not slow. It's really not. Everybody thinks that you need to drive slow.
No.
The thing is quick as hell. I mean, it's quick as hell. By slow, it adds extra time to your road trip. So drive for 3 hours, charge for a half an hour, drive for 3 hours.
So that's cool.
But what's kind of cool about it is, at least our car, on the screen, it has like Netflix and Hulu and stuff. So every time we would stop, we would just watch shows. That's how we watched Wednesday, driving across country. Every time we stopped, we would watch an episode and then just keep going. Anywho, yes, Michelle, If you see, there's a couple people with green hair, but none like Jessica.
If you see the green hair bouncing around, it's totally me. Yeah.
Yeah, Christine says the Tesla is so fast, it's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I wonder if we've done a little bit of VR and I had a lot of fun, and I'm surprised because I do have equilibrium issues, but when we did the VR, I did not have any issues with it, surprisingly.
One more question about the electric car, and then I'm going to drop it.
That's a good question though about congestion.
Yeah. So congestion in the car. Overall, the experience was really nice. I will say this: when we left LA and got to Chicago, having all these different stops getting there, all these different stops, like stopping, charging, stopping, driving. By the time we got to Chicago, as a driver, nonstop, I had all the energy in the world. I was not tired. I was in better shape than I was driving the other way, like driving like 8 hours
Like
straight.
tired wise and stuff like that. Yeah.
My body wasn't
Thank
hurting
you,
as much because getting
Roxanne.
up, and
I
not
think
only did we save money on gas, but we weren't like eating
that's
junk food as
Cincinnati,
often.
I think. I'm pretty sure that picture's from Cincinnati. Oh, that's so nice of you, Alice.
Dustin Fraser says, "What did you think of the movie Mirrors?" I don't really remember it. I just remember that I wasn't too fond of it. Is that the one with Kiefer Sutherland? I think maybe not.
Where he's like a mall cop or something.
I
at
think
first.
so. Like
Not a mall cop, but like a security cop at this old mall that's like run down.
I wasn't like too. It didn't impress me, if I remember correctly. It's been a while. I saw it once.
It was forgettable.
Yeah, I saw it once, and I was like, eh.
We love you too.
Love you too, Carrie.
We love you too.
But I'd watch it again. Maybe the movie Mirrors would surprise me again. I'm up for that. Why not?
From what I remember, I liked the cinematography from the film very much, but I don't think I'm a fan of Kiefer Sutherland. I'm just gonna say it. Yeah.
I got the burps. We did see Barbarian.
I thought it was funny.
Barbarian was good.
Good night, sweetheart.
I had a little problem with Barbarian, but it's kind of silly, so I'm not even going to bring that up. Which I did just bring it up. Scratch it, reverse it.
I just thought it was funny. I thought it was intentionally a comedy horror, and I guess it's not. Though, I mean, I thought it was real funny. Oh, the paint scene people were talking about.
Yeah.
Ooh. Gross. Ew. Oh, ketchup and mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
They're like, how do we save money on special effects? I know. It'll be a yellow paint can, and we'll just use ketchup and mustard. Yeah, that kid's crazy.
Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
Oh, snap! Autumn Ghost says, "Are you coming back next year for Days of the Dead?" Don't know. We shall see. Christmas haunts, Valerie, I think are a good idea. Anything to keep the haunts alive. So if a haunt in your area is doing a Christmas one or a Valentine's Day one or a halfway to Halloween one, go and have fun.
Don't try and take them too seriously. They're just fun. It's just good times. Yeah. Alice, I know we wanted to do a video while we were there. We didn't end up doing a video because we just wanted to enjoy it.
What's that?
The Dark Crystal convention,
Yeah.
and we went to that convention, and then we had to hit the road for like 2 months. And when we got home, I completely forgot that I had bought the Fizz gig while we were at the convention.
Oh yeah, you got the Fizz gig and you got something else too.
I got the
Your Fizz
scepter.
gig is signed by a Henson.
Lisa Henson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw it in theater for the 40th anniversary.
Yeah, we were there at,
Yeah.
at Universal.
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep.
It's okay though.
I was
I
tired.
wasn't gonna tell anybody. You're the one that said it. I wasn't even.
I
gonna
love the
tell.
movie The Dark Crystal, but I was tired going into it and I fell asleep.
It was a late movie. Yeah. The Fizz gig, I haven't even like taken him out of the bag. Like he's in a box.
It's in there. I mean, you can see it. Oh, and where's the labyrinth stuff?
Labyrinth? Oh,
Oh, it's up there. I put it away.
Yeah.
Ah, I went crazy.
It's a really big box. Ooh, what's happening? Commercial messed up the camera. Hey, that's your hand. You're home. Hello. Almost.
Your hair's throwing it off.
Could be. Yeah. Oh, my bones.
Look, she's gone and went back to normal.
Shut up.
Told you. So we're gonna be at Laura Bell. We're gonna be at a convention in Vegas. Days of the Dead, Las Vegas. Days of the Dead convention, Las
I don't know
Vegas.
if I can show this. It's so big.
Oh, yeah, we can show it.
Okay.
Oh, Matthew says, was it a plushie or a movie prop replica? Wait till you see this damn thing.
That is a really good question. I don't know. It's a
So this is from the actual company, Weta.
ThinkGeek.
But yeah, it's Weta too.
It's a replica.
Maybe not.
And it is 1-to-1 scale. No, this one is. This is not the Weta one.
Okay.
This one came out from ThinkGeek.
This is
Chronicle.
when it's signed by Lisa, right?
It is signed by Lisa.
Ta-da! Lisa Henson.
She's such a sweetheart. They're all so sweet. And I don't know if the lid comes off if it just opens. It does come off. So I have not taken him out, but he's in there. Yeah. Say hello to ThinkGeek.
Of course, his hair has been combed. It's funny because Lisa herself said the moment you take him out when you get home, you got to mess up his hair.
Yeah.
It's too clean.
It's like if you had a Fizz gig, but you've just recently given him a bath, then this is the Fizz gig you receive. Yeah. It's I think it's part of his stand. So like, I think if you want to take him out, he does have like a cardboard stand. We haven't taken him out. This is the first time I've actually opened the box since purchasing him at the convention.
So
the scepter is still in a box. That one I cannot take out right now and show you, but maybe in the future I'll be able to. He throws the cutest little fits. My brain always thinks in Muppet. And I've been watching this movie probably the most and longest out of any movie that exists completely. So absolutely do I hear Fizz gig screaming in my mind all the time. He's my baby.
Adam Kleppy says, Michael, you must be saving a ton on gel. Well, you're darn right, especially since I've never used gel. It was always pomade. But yeah, no longer.
The printouts from when we got to do the cast meetings.
Mm-hmm. As some of them.
Yeah, but
we got a whole bunch.
This is the original. Is this the one with the Hensons? Yes, this is the one with the Henson. We got pictures with the original cast of the Dark Crystal who were there at the convention, and it really made my day. I didn't realize they were only just printing one. Good thing I saved them all. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff signed. I got so much stuff signed. Oh, so much. Ooh. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's like falling because I moved one box. What's that one? Oh, that's from the labyrinth.
So yeah, so that, and of course because it's Henson, we also got these.
Yeah.
These are these deluxe game pieces. There's these statues of the different characters from Labyrinth that we got as well. Can't really show them all. There we go. These things are heavy.
Yeah.
So this isn't the game, the Labyrinth game. These are just like the commemorative pieces, and you can see how massive they are. Eventually, these are going to go on our shelves.
Ludo, friend.
Friend.
I got to actually touch the real shard from the Dark Crystal. One of the puppeteers that had originally been on the movie, when it wrapped.
This is her contact information here.
To
Sherry Tippy.
Yeah, she had her. She was a puppeteer, but she did a lot. She did a lot for the movie.
She was basically Jim Henson's right-hand person.
Man. Yeah, but she was also a performer. And when they wrapped, a lot of stuff just started getting
game pieces
thrown away. And she was like, I'm keeping this. So she actually has the actual film used from the movie Crystal Shard from the Dark Crystal. And I actually got to touch it and hold it.
So that's her.
Like that, yeah. I'm
not going to show you her contact information, but we did talk to her. Mm-hmm. And the plan is at some point, if we can swing it, we had a nice time talking to her about how she was cleaning out her basement. She found one of the fiery heads from Labyrinth. And I almost lost my mind. And I said, listen, this is what we do. Please let us come to your house and showcase some of these artifacts, these movie props that you have. And she's like, sure. After we were talking, so we're gonna try. Yeah, so we're gonna reach out and talk to her about it.
Yeah. Hello, Ireland. Great visitations. We love you too. I'm Irish, My family is from Munster, Ireland, in south, like really far south.
That's
Ireland.
Why you're so cheesy.
Yes.
Because you're from Munster. Cheesy.
Exactly. From Munster. We did the DNA thing, and I am heavily from all over Norway.
Right, Matt?
I'm basically Norwegian. But I have like a 30%.
Trying to sit in better posture over here. My back's been hurting me, so anytime I slouch, I'm like, no, gotta sit straight up.
See if I can find it, because it did tell me. I remember Munster.
You're awesome. Makeup by Sandra.
I don't remember what the other location was. Munster and that one.
Oh.
Nope, that's not it. Let's see if I'll find it. I'm probably not going to find it. It's in my phone here somewhere. And
Melissa just said I have oldness disease.
I beg your pardon?
That person right there, Melissa, oldness disease.
Well,
because I was talking about my back hurting. And I got to sit up straight.
I have scoliosis, though, so definitely. I think we did the 23andMe.
Now she's laughing. She's sending me these crazy little, like, round yellow faces that look like they're crying or laughing. That Melissa person.
They're laughing.
Melissa is taunting me through emojis.
I mean...
Oldness disease. I'll remember this, Melissa.
But I've had an oldness disease since I was really young. So what does that mean?
Love you too, Melissa.
It's funny. Let's see. I'm taking too long looking for this. Because it updated now that
Ricardo no, I'm sorry, no, it's Michelle. Michelle's like, they look like they're in the 20s. Chia.
That's because
I hate this thing. I'm like, I can't do this. Like, what is this? Things are getting a little weird. This is like the end of coming up on the end of the up all night.
So like Munster, Ireland, and West Ibera Peninsula is where my lineage comes from in Ireland, and I am all over Norway, like the whole damn country. I'm from all over Norway. Like it's just circled the whole island.
New Year's Eve.
Oh, we haven't even made plans for New Year's.
I'm gonna go to bed.
On New Year's? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Awesome.
You know, it'd be kind of cool. We gotta find the highest point that we can get to here in LA to overlook. Maybe like up on like one of the lookouts on Mulholland Drive that overlooks everything, and then just kind of see. Because there's really no like, I don't know. We shall say.
This kid really is messed up. He's just like killing everybody, and no one seemed to notice. She's gonna kill everybody around my house. That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh yeah, makeup by Sandra. Thank you for wanting to purchase a Grimm Life
2 days
shirt and represent
in 2 days
on the 12th. If you go to grimlifecollective.com right now, everything has been switched over. We have a new store. Everything looks different. Everything's on there. Everything's back in stock. There are some new things that are going to be popping up, especially over the next couple of weeks. But the 12th at noon, December 12th at noon, 12 is whenever our store goes live.
Yeah.
Or undead.
I'm still trying to get an appointment. I have to reapply to try to get an appointment.
For what?
For a tattoo.
Tattoo.
I want to get Mina in her bridal dress from Bram Stoker's Dracula on my arm, but there's only one tattoo artist that I'll let tattoo me, and they're like extremely famous. So getting in's really hard.
Shannon, you might have all of the shirts. Shannon Fitzgerald, are you missing any shirt in particular?
The new one.
Some people have been like, they've been collecting the shirts. And we have the Grimm Life logo. And then we thought it'd be a really fun idea to keep it simple, where like just releasing different colors, right? Mm-hmm. And then our friend Steven created...
Oh, I'm sorry, not Mina, Lucy.
Our friend Steven created the new t-shirt design, and then we have more shirts like that that are coming from different artists.
Stephen Holiday's shirt.
So Steven did that one. We have 3 other artists that are working on specific designs just for that are different. They're not going to all look the same, so that's gonna be fun. But we are also going to be releasing a new color.
No hoodies yet. We don't have hoodies yet.
I'm missing that shirt. Oh, the new shirt.
Stephen Holiday.
Okay. Yeah. We have a ton of them. We are going to be introducing a new color, a new Grimm Life logo, probably in February. And when we do that, we're going to be taking away one of the colors. Either the green or the orange. We haven't decided yet. We're going to retire that one.
Probably the orange.
So, yeah. So with that being said, we're not going to be ordering any more orange. So what we have, we're going to sell through, and then we're going to stop selling that one for a while. And the white is always going to be there. The other colors are going to change here and there. And as well, we're playing with a few.
She even has the Saw shirt.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So she was a producer.
Yep. The Saw shirt,
but I couldn't remember.
The Saw shirt is the rarest of the rarest. And I like the idea of doing like things like that again, where there's just limited to a certain amount. And then once you go, so that way, like people like, it's like you kind of start collecting them. Mm-hmm. And then there's like rare shirts. Mm-hmm. And then there's even like the rarest shirt of them all is the Saw. Yeah. The second rarest shirt of them all
glow in the dark
is the glow in the dark.
No. There's even more rare of those. It was the Grimm Life Zone.
Oh yeah, the rarest shirt of them all is the Grimm Life Zone. That's the hardest one to find. I don't think
you have one anymore.
I have one.
Do you still have it?
I still have one. Yeah. The Grimm Life Zone, before any of the shirts, this is the very first shirt that we ever made. It said the Grimm Life Zone, like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Not many people have that. We even had stickers for a while. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. You can't even get that one anymore.
No,
I mean, I still have the design.
before we were able to find an independent printer, we basically did it through like shirt spread or t-shirt spread or whatever it is. So they would charge you $30 for a shirt, and they would give us like $4 per shirt. It was really insane, because we couldn't afford to make a whole shirt order in the beginning. We were still working our 9 to 5 jobs, and we were sleeping in the car and things like that. It was like Teespring or something. I don't remember who it was. We want to do patches, but I don't know if the people we work with supply patches. I'm still looking into that one. I don't know why this is so hard to find merchandise
That's what
suppliers.
it looked like. The Grown.
Yeah.
That was the very first shirt that ever.
So it was a black shirt. So it had like little dots like stars, and it said the Grimm Life Zone.
Well, I think that like the I think we had the Grimm Life Zone saying at the very top of the store.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit of history. When we first did the store, it said the Grimm Life Zone. That was the title of the store, the Grimm Life Zone. Come and get this. And then you guys might know this. Some of you may not know this story, but we had a legal issue with the TJ Maxx company. They hired artists to make shirts for them. They used our logo, completely stole it. We had all the legal rights to it. We hired a lawyer, spent a lot of money to get it taken care of. They were able to pull everything. It still cost us money, more money than what we, anyhow, but that's taken care of.
My hair will always be green. Always.
And so the lawyer said, according to laws and branding and making sure that your brand is in complete compliance, so you don't have issues like this, or if you have issues later on in the future, it'll be a lot easier, is if you have your logo shown everywhere. So that's why if you look now on anything like Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, I'm gonna have to change it on YouTube, on the website, the new website, it's black and white everywhere, and you see the logo everywhere. It's as the profile picture because it's like the Nike symbol, So because of lawyer counseling, they said to put that everywhere. You want that to be your brand, one image.
It's a whole. It was a whole ordeal.
Yeah, it was a big ordeal. We don't want to go through it again. We probably will at some point, but at least we got counseling on how to have our ducks in a row.
Fred, for right now, our supplier only goes up to 5X, so we're only able to offer up to 5X currently in shirt sizes. Hi, Australia.
Australia.
I used to kiss the camera. I don't remember.
Oh, man.
Did I used to kiss the camera?
That was weird looking, right?
I was like, the hell?
I don't know. My audio is dead. Can you hear us? Is everybody still hearing us?
Try hitting the refresh button. Usually some people's fix themselves that way. Yeah.
Some people are having a hard time hearing us. I'm sorry about that. So I restart and all's good. Awesome.
Yeah. Hi, New Zealand.
It happens. Ugh. So yeah, back to the t-shirts. I'm sorry, I went on a little rant.
Brush his teeth and go to bed. What is he doing?
There will always be at least 3 colors in the logo t-shirts. Steven's design is always going to be there for now. And then
thank you for your
1, 2, 3. We have 3 other t-shirt designs that are coming by spring that are in the same kind of vein where they're artist renditions.
Honestly, John, I don't remember. I used to kiss the camera in the early days of filming at Disney Adventures. You know what? That was like 5 years ago, so I don't remember. I probably used to like blow a kiss at the camera or something like that, because we were running around in the park. But sometimes I don't think it's appropriate to some of the topics that we cover, I guess. Thank you, Sarah.
Louis Ruiz. Louis Ruiz.
Ruiz.
I'm sorry.
Louis Ruiz.
I don't know if you covered this, but will you have crew necks or hoodies? Yes, they are coming. There's a new. All right. So our plan is to have. I feel weird saying this, but it's almost like our own clothing brand,
I haven't seen Black Adam.
right? That's what you call it.
Yeah.
Clothing brand.
Yeah.
Like what? Like what?
Yeah.
What do we want to have? We
wanna
have the T-shirts.
We want to have a full line. We want to have sweatpants, hoodies, women's tank tops, or tanks in general. Probably a unisex tank top because I usually wear unisex and those fit me really well. We're not coming to Ireland. We're coming to England. We want to have hats, patches. I think that's about it.
Tote bags.
Booty shorts.
Yeah, booty shorts and bunny shorts.
Booty shorts and bunny shorts, and we want to have tote bags. We want to have everything. We want to have like different sayings on them.
So,
like baby ghoul and stuff like that. And,
we've been talking with a few different people about what it's going to take to make this happen. Meaning, who can print it? Who has the access to this? Because not everybody does. Not everybody. A lot of people do just shirts or bags. Not many people go, oh, I'm going to do these little shorts, or I'm going to do these, or I'm going to do this. So we were trying to find one-stop shop, and I think we finally got it. But we need to talk to him. But
bad booty. Of course, we get some that say bad booty.
So be on the lookout. There are things coming, but we were never going to do things again where you buy it from a site where they'll print on. You can get our logo on a mouse pad, on a pencil,
we're not
on an
do
eraser.
Mugs, I'm so
Nothing
sorry.
like that. No.
So we live in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Are the shorts gonna be
and
green?
We ship everything from here. So I house all of our merchandise here in the apartment. We can't afford to do a drop ship. We have looked into doing that. So it takes up a lot of space to house these things. Well, that's why it's a little bit slow moving. We need to make some space. But
things are growing.
Yeah.
And a sure sign of this is we went from big cartel, which is kind of like, let's just sell a few pieces of art. Now our shop is on Shopify.
Yeah.
So we had to move to a Shopify account and build all that, which was a headache in itself, but we finally got everything, and we'll see how it goes. I just want to keep moving forward.
Probably, I think some things will probably be green to match my hair. Yeah. Because, I obviously love green. And then one of our logos is green. But I think the most you'll see at first is going to be the classic white. Black and white, because we just love that ourselves. We love to wear it. No mugs and cups yet, because it is a pain to ship mugs. And usually when you receive most of them, they're all broken. I talked to a lot of people who do mugs, and when they receive them, so many are broken that it just doesn't make it worth it.
Here's a question for you. Serious question. And it's a silly question, but I just want to get some ideas. Scareware, huh? All of our shirts are on black material. What if some of the shirts were on white material?
Like a black logo on a white shirt?
Well, like they do like those ringer tees where they have like the band here and a band here.
The black collar and arms.
Yeah, so like both men and women shirts. Like some people get like a black shirt with a white collar and stuff, but I like the idea of a white shirt with a black collar and like a black band. So the ringer tees, yeah, both, yeah. See, so a lot of people only wear black. I like wearing black all the time too.
I'm just not comfortable in ringer tees myself. I don't like the way that they feel, but I don't like t-shirts a lot, so I have a different experience. I prefer tank tops. Tank tops are mostly what I wear. tank tops and sweatpants and hoodies and stuff like that is what I like to wear. And he likes t-shirts and things like that. So like we're trying to do a little bit of everything that we both enjoy wearing.
And we like trying things, experimenting things. You know what I mean? I don't want it to always be like, oh, well, okay, Grim Life only has these 3 shirts. Let's try
like,
some
I
stuff.
like the
Let's make some
raglan
stuff.
shirts. Other ones that are like baseball shirts where it's like black arms and then the white in the center. I like those too. Yeah.
It's just an idea. If anything, there might be like a limited run of something. You know what I mean?
Like a white tank top.
Like a white tank top. Yeah. We had these crazy ideas that we were playing with, like on the last road trip, of just doing like a limited this, or I mean, you just never know.
Yeah, or like, you know, black shorts with green print that say baby ghoul, or vice versa, green shorts with black print that say bad booty. Who knows? Yeah.
I don't think we're going to go to any Christmas themed haunts this year, Hunter. So we shall see. We shall see. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes and getting things ready, and I don't know. We shall see. 2 weeks till Christmas, right? 2 weeks, something like that.
3 weeks technically, I guess. 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks.
Yeah. Our shirts are, I don't know if they're 100% cotton, but they are a soft cotton, if that makes sense. We don't like the scratchy cotton. We go for a specific quality in our shirts. Yeah.
Christine says you guys need a nice break and deserve it. Trust me, we do take breaks. We do take breaks. Even if it doesn't seem like we are, we do take breaks. That's one of the reasons why you don't see a daily video from us. There's a lot of people who do daily stuff. Is
no way.
It gives us time to just kind of think, relax, not take things for granted, not overwork ourselves. Time for us to prepare for bigger things.
Yeah.
Because, hear me out. We love our YouTube world. We love you guys, our family, right? 100%. You guys are our everything. But we don't want to be the people that make the same YouTube video over and over and over again. For instance, a perfect example. Go back and look at all of our convention videos that we've ever done, whether it's at Spooky Empire or something like that. They or like these little pop-up horror shops, and every single one of them, there's a progression. They all change a little bit from one aspect, one way of doing it to another way, and it's just we always try to keep moving forward, and we have bigger and better things still here on YouTube that we want to do.
I was gonna
not giving too much away. Cryptic.
Run this by you guys. You keep throwing out suggestions for shirts. I don't know if we were looking into doing this one as a t-shirt, but definitely at least as a sticker, which might also be made into a shirt. Who here is familiar with Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Where in
the
the
image,
world?
It's her and the hat and the red coat or whatever, the big black hat, big black brim hat. So one of the most frequent questions that we get is where is Grimm Life Collective going next? Where are you guys going next? So we kind of came up with this thing where it was, instead of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, Where in the World is Grimm Life Collective? And it would be a similar image of like a big black brim hat, but you'd see my green flowing hair and like in a black jacket kind of a thing. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you, Melissa.
And we thought that could be kind of cool, right?
Laughing all the time.
Where in the World is Grimm Life Collective? And it's the big black, the big black brim hat that I wear, and you can see the green hair, but you can't really see the face, and it's like, silhouetted. We haven't had anyone draw it up yet, but that's the next idea we had for something.
All right, guys. It is that time. Tonight went by really quick. 2 hours, just over 2 hours. And I feel like it's only been like 15, 20 minutes.
Right? It doesn't seem that we watch a full-length movie, although some movies are kind of short sometimes, but we have been here for like 2 hours. Yeah.
And afterwards, there's always somebody. We
Yeah.
get these messages afterwards saying these watch parties suck. You didn't even play the movie, missing the whole aspect of it.
Yeah.
It's a watch party. If you didn't watch the movie and you just hung out with us, now you can go back and watch the movie at your own leisure, or you can go back and watch it again, or you can watch just us, whichever way.
Yeah.
Our watch party is your watch party. It's just a way for us all to hang out together and just kind of connect.
Yeah.
With that being said, Shannon, are you still here?
I like the neon green beanie idea. I like that.
Shannon, Romek,
Romek.
so nice to see your faces.
Thank you.
So nice to see your words, Romek.
Right. So nice to see you digitally too.
Yeah, Thursday or Friday. It's going to probably be more Thursday. But look, I'll probably tomorrow. I'll get the announcement out tomorrow.
Yeah.
For the Patreon members only chat. If you or anybody who wants to be a part of that, it's a lot slower. It's a lot whatever. Quieter, more. We don't watch a movie. We just hang out. All that information is on our Patreon page in the description of everything, but we'll look into it. Thursday, more than likely, possibly Friday, but more than likely Thursday.
Yeah.
Next week, we are in town. More than likely, the next watch party is going to be next Sunday. Because Saturday is the 17th, I think. I think we have something that we're doing. Filming. I don't know if we're going to get done enough to come home and get it started. So it'll probably be Sunday. We'll make that announcement too. Thank you guys. It's been a while. We missed you all.
We missed you guys.
Thank you for taking the time on your Saturday night to hang out with us. And we love you all. And
we missed you too.
It's nice to be home.
Ooh, that's right. Avatar movie starts Friday. Thank you, Raymond.
Thank you, Raymond.
I'm so excited to see Avatar. I'm really big into that series.
She is so excited that she's going to be painting her body blue.
No, thank you.
I'm going to be painting my body blue. I'm going to paint my body blue just so we can go to Avatar. I want to walk down Hollywood Boulevard in full Avatar regalia. All right.
That's a lot of work. Not 3D, but just probably an IMAX. I get a little
IMAX, yeah.
3D, yeah.
Good
night, guys. We're gonna sign off, but we miss you so much, and we're so happy to be able to see you again, and that we're home, and that we're gonna do these semi-regularly again while we're here. But we're only at home for a little while, so we will see you guys next week.
Toodaloo!
Fingers crossed.
Happy Halloween.
Mwah.
And Christmas and all that holiday jazz and Easter and whatever. Yeah, hunkity butt.